Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, readers of all persuasions. It is I, Gayla, and welcome back to Book Uncorked and Caffeinated. And this is day 8 of Bookmas. Woo! So today I'm going to talk about Dollar Tree. As always, I have a haul. I went away this weekend, and anytime I'm at a place where there's a Dollar Tree, we must scan the book section. And I actually hit gold, the jackpot. I got 8 books, and so that's amazing. And I got like 1 or 2 other items, and my total bill was like $20 and change. And you know, you can pay $20 for 8 books. So considering that I got 8 books for under $20, it is magnificent. But one book I want to talk about that I got last week from a Dollar Tree was Rebecca Yarrow's actually this is not from Dollar Tree. It is from TJ Maxx. It was $7.99. All Things We Unfinished by Rebecca Yarrows. I did not know she did other things besides Fourth Wing, and I got those books also from like a Marshalls or a TJ Maxx. So I picked this up, and I had another book from last week that I picked up. So I'm gonna get into her stuff. I'm gonna get into these 2 books first outside of Fourth Wing, just to see where she is as a writer for me, and continue on with Fourth Wing and the rest of that series. Now these are the books from the Dollar Tree that I got when I was out of town. So I got 8 books. The majority of them, 6 of them are by people of color, Black women, Black men, and things of that nature. But I got 2 books by other authors, and this book was really interesting. I almost didn't pick it up, and then I went back to get it. It was Jim Carrey and his wife Dana Von Chong, I think that's how you pronounce her name, Memories and Misinformation. So this is going to be an interesting read. I like Jim Carrey as an actor. He's come up on, with the Wayne brothers and Living Color of that nature. So I would like to know more of his story. Then there was another book called The Last Drop by Hemlock by Catherine Shellman. I thought the cover was sexy, and so I read a quick blurb. Life as a working class girl in a prohibition era New York isn't safe or easy, but Vivian Kelly has a new job at the Nightingale, an underground speakeasy where the jazz is hot and the employees look out for one another in a world that doesn't care about them. So I thought that was super interesting. So I got this, and the little drink was interesting as well. And then these are the rest of the books I got. The Trial of Crab Tracks by Patrice Neng. He's a Cameroon author, and he's written quite a few books. And so I'm interested. New author. I did a little bit of research on him. He's very politically astute in Cameroon. He leads protests and things of that nature. So when I do a read on this in a book review, I will dive a little bit more into his life. I looked up his name, how to say it correctly, and that's what came up about him. So yeah, I'm looking forward to reading this one. Then we have Moonrise Over New Jessup by Jamila Minix. And this says, in 1957, and after leaving the only home she has ever known, Alice Young steps off the bus into an all-black New Jessup, where residents have largely rejected integration as the means for Black social advancement. Instead, they seek to maintain and fortify the community they cherish on their side of the woods. So here we go with that one. The next one, All This Could Be Different by Sarah Matthews. Also a novel by a person of color. And this one says, from a brilliant new voice comes an electrifying novel of a young immigrant building a life for herself. A warm, dazzling, and profound saga of queer love, friendship, work, and precarity in 21st century America. This Can All Be Different. All of these sound really, really good. And I'm excited to read them. This one says Leave the World Behind by Ruman Alam. And it says, the rarest of books, a genuine thriller and a brilliant distillation of our anxious age and a work of high literary merit. So I'm looking forward to this. I think what I'm going to do is do like a month of like Dollar Tree reads, because I have a lot of Dollar Tree books and they all sound really good. This next book is probably Ruby by Lisa Bird Wilson. And this one says, an indigenous woman adopted by white parents go in search of her identity in this unforgettable debut novel about family, race, and history. A reminder that our stories are acts of survival. I love to hear people's stories, especially indigenous people or people of color from other places, and what their experience have been, like where they grew up in comparison to like the United States. And last but certainly not least is Gone Like Yesterday by Janelle M. Williams. And this one says, sharp and wholly original, Gone Like Yesterday is a story about family and the quest for legacy, but also literary exploration of ethnic and racial identity, self, and what it means to be found. Shot through with generational spanning song lyrics and stark societal truth, this novel explores the majestic and haunting experience of a Black American woman. This might be the first one I read for sure. Yeah, I think it's also set in New York City or New York in general. So yeah, I'm looking forward to reading all these books, and maybe these will be the books that I start with, since this is like on top of my piles of books, and this is the last set of Dollar Tree books. So it is December 8th. Don't think I'm making any more purchases. There's one or two books, I'm not gonna lie, I missed out on the beginning of last week. There were a lot of books that released on Tuesday, a couple of books being released tomorrow, so we'll see. I also have a book haul coming from Book Outlet. I did their Black Friday sale as well, so I have books en route, but not necessarily things I'm going to pick up. So these are like the last few hauls. But anyway, I'm gonna get back to you tomorrow for Bookmas. I'm going to try to pick out a read. Actually, I'm going to do a last now next, and I think this is going to be my next one, because I'm reading something now, and this sounds really, really good. It's leading into the holiday season, so it'll be a book I can crack open and not have to worry about being in my car and it being audible. So yeah, I'm probably going to do this the next one. So until then, do all the things: like, comment, share, and I'll see you in the next video. Deuces. Bye.